Bienvenidos todos. Welcome to the Sigue Adelante podcast. I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. This is episode number 5. We are just now heading into December. So Thanksgiving just happened a couple days ago. I hope you guys had an amazing Thanksgiving. Got to spend some quality time with your family, your friends, and all your loved ones. I did for sure. The best part about this time of the year is obviously the food. You know, Mexican food is so good during the holidays. You have stuff like tamales, pozole, you have drinks like champurrado. Everything is just so good. You already know we are handling business when it comes to that food, so I have no regrets when it comes to that. Christmas is just around the corner, so there's going to be a lot of traffic. The stores are going to be flooded. People are doing their Christmas shopping. It's a hectic time. Whatever you do, just be careful out there. We don't want to see anybody get into any accidents or stuff like that. So be safe. If you're going out to an event, just if you're drinking or you know somebody that's drinking, look out for them, look out for yourselves. Don't drink and drive. There's always Ubers. You could stay the night, have somebody take you. Don't even risk it. We want you to all come back in one piece and then come back home to your families. Be safe out there and be careful for other people out there too on the road. Sometimes you have no control over that, but just always be aware of your surroundings. And yeah, just be safe. For this week, we would like to give back to you guys. You guys have shown tons of support and love to the podcast. So we are going to be doing a giveaway. I have a $25 gift card to the Paleta Bar. The Paleta Bar is a business right here in Wildemar. It is a Latina-owned business that specializes in gourmet Mexican paletas. They have so many amazing flavors of paletas. You could put all the toppings on it, stuff like lechera, chocolate dip, vanilla. It's so good. Everything's amazing. Not only the paletas, but they have agua frescas, mangoñadas, elotes, all the good Mexican snacks. So definitely go check them out. For the giveaway, all you have to do is just go on our Instagram, give the Sigue Adelante podcast a follow, as well as the Paleta Bar a follow, and then just leave a comment on the video, and we will be announcing the winner on December 5th. So stay tuned for that. I actually had the chance to speak to the owner herself. Her name is Karina. She is a very amazing individual. Just within those 5 minutes of speaking with her, she had such a positive attitude and such an inspiring story. She's very strong-minded, and it makes me happy to see, especially a Latina, come up, be successful, make moves happen, follow her dreams. So hopefully we can get her on the podcast very soon. I know that talk would be very amazing and inspire all of you guys for sure. So the main concept of today's episode is getting out of your comfort zone. For a lot of us, myself included, it's not always the easiest thing to do. For example, starting this podcast. It's not easy for me to do this. I'm not used to being in front of a camera, having the lights on me, nor am I the best public speaker, nor I really wasn't during school and all of that. It always made me really nervous and anxious. But, in order to send the message to you guys and help out my community the way that I envisioned to, I had to get out of my comfort zone, And I know I'm not the best, but the more I do this, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. I'm getting a little bit better. And that's kind of the concept with life. There's something new that you want to do. You're not going to be the best from day one. You got to take it day by day and just get 1% better here, 1% better the next day, and so forth. And eventually it's it'll become easy, you know. I mean, nothing's ever going to be easy, but it'll be easier and you'll get more comfortable. And I'm glad that I put myself in this position where I get to speak to you guys and hopefully, you know, help some of you guys out. I know, honestly, the podcast is really, might just be some of my family and my friends that are listening. I get like 10, 20 viewers. But at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter to me. I'm not looking for views or attention and all this stuff. I'm really just out here trying to put my word out to help you guys. And if I can help one person, you know, that's a W for me. Um, it'll mean that what I'm doing is, you know, it's purposeful. You know, it's working. You know, eventually, you know, maybe I might help 5, 10, 15, 20 people. Um, all this takes time, and you know, I'm just having fun with it. I love doing this. I love speaking with you guys. Um, to let you guys know something a little bit about myself and what I do. Um, I do bodybuilding. I just started 2 years ago. I had my first competition, and I've always loved working out. And I wanted to try something new. You know, like I said, I'm usually not that much of like, I wasn't a great public speaker, nor did I really do like any performances or anything like that during my youth and schooling and all of that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me take this challenge on. Let me try something that's gonna really stretch me. So for that first time around in my first competition, for 6 months, I had to, you know, really dial in on my preparation for this. And so I hired a coach, and he showed me the ropes, and it was definitely a lot more than I expected. Um, you know, before that, it was just, you know, working out and just having fun. But now I had to really dial in on my food, my cardio. For months, my whole life was just revolved around reading the nutritional facts. How much carbs does this have? How much protein? How much fat? Counting every single macro. You know, I had to weigh all my food to the ounce, to the gram, and it got to a point where I was getting towards the end of my preparation, and I couldn't really go out and hang out with my friends or go hang out with my family because it was you know, it was difficult to be around all this food, um, not be able to enjoy it. You know, I felt like I was kind of a burden because wherever I went, I had to always, like, I really couldn't go out to eat in the first place. But whenever I did, I had to like make sure, oh, do they have this? Do they have that? It even got to a point where I would go to restaurants and I would take my actual weight scale with me, which is crazy. You know, people would always look at me all twisted and up. But sometimes that's what you got to do, you know. It's not comfortable, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm happy that I did that because then came show day. I was able to step on stage, win or lose. I knew that I got through all the difficulties and I made it happen, you know. And then when I actually stepped on stage, I had probably a couple hundred people looking at me. Um, and that was a new experience. Um, but with all my planning and preparation, I didn't feel as nervous as I expected to be. You know, this is really what I love to do. So when it came down to actually, you know, showing what I got and what I did, you know, I felt like some sort of gratitude and happiness. You know what? I made it here. I'm here now, and I just couldn't be more happier. And so just a couple weeks ago, this last, I would say November 4th was the day, I did my second show. And same thing, it wasn't easy, but prepping that first time around definitely helped me learn a lot of lessons and how to manage all of the difficulties that come with show prep. And I just felt more confident in myself, more prepared with my craft. And although, the first show I got fourth place, and then the second show I got fourth place as well. Although those weren't the results that I did not want, I hope to have, placed better. Um, you know, at the end of the day, I know that I put my all into it. I did the best I could. And, sometimes it's okay. I mean, not sometimes, it's always, it's okay. As long as you put your 100% into it, you have to be proud of yourself. And at the end of the day, I'm very proud that I took those steps. I tried those new things, and I learned a lot about myself along the way of that. And, I'm definitely going to keep competing. I'm going to take a little break for now. Just, learn from my mistakes, work on my weaknesses, and then hopefully get better the next time. And if I don't get the results the next time, then I'll keep going again and then keep going again and keep going again. Whatever you want in life, it's a marathon. Dreams are meant to be big, so don't ever feel like there's something that you can't do, or you're trying out something new and you suck at first. Like me right now, I'm probably messing up so much just talking to you guys. But, we get better. Just stick with it, follow the vision, and, just be humble along the way with yourself. Nobody's perfect. We're all human. Um, I know a lot of times in this day and age, we kind of compare ourselves to others. We see a lot of influence, especially on social media, of all these people making millions of dollars, having these nice houses, having these nice cars, having these lucrative jobs, whatever that be, and we are not in that position. And we're like, dang, I really wish I can be this person. And it's never too late to start any endeavor. Um, you know, whether it be going for a new job, or doing a competition, starting your own business. Don't ever feel like it's too late to start something. And then also don't feel like embarrassed. There's bumps along the road. Sometimes we just kind of have to take some humor into all of this. Be your own biggest fan, because a lot of times there's a lot of people out there that will give you negative. They'll send negativity. They'll doubt you. They'll talk smack. They won't believe in you. But at the end of the day, what they say doesn't matter. If you believe in yourself and what you're doing, then you are on the right track. And it's difficult to get that concept in our heads, especially the society that we live in. But for what it's worth, I believe in you, and I know that you can make it happen, and we are always rooting for you here. So go do what you gotta do. A lot of times we're planning out what we want to do. We have all these ideas in our head, and then I know myself, I'm a victim to this as well. I think about something so much, it consumes my mind, but I don't ever act upon it. Let's make this new year the year that we act upon our thoughts. And you'll realize just how powerful that can be, and how much you will benefit from it as a person. There's no failures. They're just lessons. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to reflect a little bit. What went wrong in this situation? This, and this. Okay, what can I do better the next time around? Oh, I just need to tweak that. Boom, there you go. You fixed it. You learned, you grew, and you're better for the next time. That's really what it's all about. Especially now with social media, TikTok particularly, you see someone randomly just blow up, they go from 0 to 100 real quick. They're at the top. And that's cool, but a lot of times that kind of success is not sustainable. You know, it's kind of crazy how for like a couple weeks you'll see this person all viral, and then a couple of weeks later you never hear from them ever again. And that just shows that there's really no shortcuts to this. You got to just take it one day at a time, you know, and then enjoy the ride, you know, because the end destination, it's cool, but what really brings pleasure and what's fun is the process throughout, you know, growing, learning, becoming a better person. You know, you have new experiences, you meet new people, you try new things out that you've never tried before. So sometimes, honestly, the process is better than the end destination. You feel good at the end, but throughout the process, you learn a lot about yourself. And going forward in life, that is really what's going to help you become the best version of yourself. And that is all we want to, you know, that's the message that we're trying to give out here in the Sigue Adelante podcast, especially to our people, you know, the Latinos. We got to always support one another, have each other's back. Because, you know, like, for example, like right here, I'm Wildemar. I was looking for all these businesses and for the giveaway, and then not many of them are really Latino-owned businesses. And, you know, that's something that I want to see change. I want to see us start taking over, you know, start doing bigger, better things, and, you know, really put ourselves on the map. We are capable of so much. It's ridiculous. We are so hardworking, and I know within the next couple of years, we're just going to keep growing even more. So, yeah, I would say that's probably going to be a wrap for this podcast. As always, you know, thank you guys for joining and supporting us. For next week's episode, we have a member of the new San Diego FC MLS soccer team that's going to be joining us. We're going to be kind of talking about just how big the soccer community is for us Latinos. I know me growing up, always watched soccer, La Selección. Just a couple weeks ago, I was watching the Mexico versus Honduras game, and that game gave me a heart attack. You know, Edson Alvarez scored a goal, luckily, in the 100th minute to send it to extra time. And then we went to PKs, and then Chino Huerta freaking scared me even more. He had to take 3 PKs until he finally made it, and then eventually we won. So soccer is definitely something that's big in my Mexican culture, and I know a lot of you guys out there as well. So stay tuned for that episode dropping. But as always, you know, keep pushing forward. We believe in you. We're proud of you. And, you know, don't be scared to take risks. You know, getting uncomfortable is just the first step. So as always, thank you and sigue adelante. Gracias.